O te whaatala whātu I le pa ia male me malu a whio mai le nei aso, e mamoli atu lo whawhatai le atua mo le nei awanoa. Talofa everyone, my name is Sulu. I am a proud mother of 4 children. My husband is here. We are a blended family, blessed with 3 9-year-olds and an 8-year-old. Yes, all the parents laughed because they know what that means. And maybe the grandparents also laugh because they know what babysitting duties mean. But I'm very honoured to be here today to share with these beautiful achievements. Sitting there, it was so nice to just be listening and hearing not just the award winners, but the impact you are having on the lives of many. And so very honoured to, I think it's a beautiful cause that the Graham Dingle Foundation is celebrating these people and enabling you to make impact on our rangatahi, on our children, and so thank you for everything you are doing. And with that, I would like to share a little bit of my own journey and some of the obstacles I've faced, some out of my control, but most self-imposed. And so whilst I have been really blessed to be a silver fern and an elite netballer, I just retired 2 months ago, but I was really lucky to be able to live that life since my last year of college in 2010. So 13 years as an elite netballer, really blessed with so many opportunities to be a silver fern, but yet, as you all know, there's a lot of struggles that are behind the scenes. It looks glamorous on the outside, but it's been a hard journey. And so growing up, I started netball when I was 4 or 5 years old. My first training, I ran straight into a goalpost, and that was that. And that probably was a red herring, a sign of what was to come. So over the years, I really struggled with fitting in or feeling like quite different to other kids growing up. Because I was what you might call whāngaid or adopted, I was one of 6 siblings, but I was the only one adopted. And so I looked really different. As you can see, there's a lot of me. I'm big and brown, and all my siblings are petite and fair. And whilst that's fine, there's no problem with being different, but what it did create for me was this feeling of always feeling out of place. And so I carried this throughout primary school into high school. And so what I learnt to do to deal with those internal struggles is I learnt to put on a mask. And so I used to always wear a mask wherever I was, and always trying to be that person that said the right things or did the right things to be liked or accepted. And then I found sport, and sport was a place where I found that I could add value, and I felt like I could belong. And so that relationship with the sport was almost my safe place growing up, until I got to high school and I was able to make a professional team. And so everyone on the outside thinks, wow, you're doing so well. At that time I was deputy head girl at St. Cuthbert's College, but still had these internal struggles, still hiding what was really going on inside, but just saying yes to everyone, trying to keep up appearances. I then turned to food to deal with those struggles, and later on alcohol, as I continued to whirlwind with these struggles, these internal struggles. And what it meant was my career was up and down. I actually hold the record for playing for the most franchises in the country. I've played for 5 out of 6. I didn't make my way all the way down to Christchurch. It's a bit cold there, but that was what my career looked like. I was in and out of teams. I probably could stay in a team for 2 years, got dropped. And a lot of people might have thought it was about my form, about being able to play, but it was actually what was going on inside. And so that reflected in my studies. I tried to do law school, but you can't really do law school if you're out trying to go to town 3 nights a week, and trying to say yes to every single engagement you can, but to be honest, running away from what was going on. And so it got to a point where I was up to my 5th team, realizing, wow, this is not going the way we thought it was going to go. And then, of course, I had a surprise blessing. So I was 20, really struggling with knowing my place in life, and I realized that I'm a bit nauseous at training. And so I'm thinking, okay, maybe the training's really hard, maybe I'm not, it's the fitness. And then I do a test and find out I'm pregnant. For anyone that knows Samoan parents, that's not a good thing to do when you're going home. So I went home, Mum took me, and then 2 heartbeats on the scan. Yes, double whammy, and at the time I was single. And so that was probably a combination of a lot of things, and so I really struggled with that motherhood. And when a child is having a child, it's a recipe for not great things, but I was really blessed to have my village support, my parents, the grandparents, they're so full on, my 5 siblings all helped. And so really, really grateful for the village I had, but I also know that not everyone gets that. So I'm really mindful of that. And so it finally got to the point where I realized, okay, I'm up to my 5th team, I'm failing at uni, I'm not being a great mum, I'm not making good choices. What are you going to do? And I realized it was time to start healing what was going on inside. So it started one decision at a time, working on me mentally, spiritually, emotionally, through church, through my family, through better choices with alcohol and food, and through prioritizing my children. I know it took a long time, but sometimes that's just the way life goes. And one decision at a time, things started to turn around. I'm not saying things have been all smooth sailing, but being a better person and feeling good inside, you can't replace that. And I know that all of you students know that when you're in a good place with yourself, you're in the best position to help others. And so, so I know that you are all on your own journey, stage of your journey, but probably a couple of things I would share with you that I've learned along the way is to find your purpose and to really be comfortable in your skin and be yourself. That's something I struggled with for so long. And so when you're comfortable in your skin and you can be authentic, goods, bads and uglies, you create a safe space for others to do the same. And then the second thing is to lead with love. For so long I didn't love on myself, and also I was quite selfish and didn't really realize how many people were helping me along the way. You get through 5 teams, years of failing uni exams and your family helping with the kids, and you realize, wow, like this village is here to help me. And so I encourage you all to lead with love. If you're in a position to be compassionate, and support people to continue to grow. So I thank you all for sharing this time with me, and I encourage you to keep making impact. I am inspired by you all, and I look forward to hearing what's next on your journey.